Hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about who the actual worst fan bases are. If you haven't seen my last fan bases video, this will be a part 2. And in the last video, I did say that these are the worst fan bases, but in actuality, last video was for shits and giggles. Each person in this video is easily worse than every single person in the last video. And it's that time of year, so we're gonna get into the goddamn meat and potatoes already. The first group I'm going to be talking about was actually mentioned in the comments of my last video, so thanks, but you were right. I should have never looked at it. That fan base is the Loud House fan base, and I'm gonna be honest, I've literally never seen the show before. Loud House came out in 2016 on Nickelodeon, and somehow is still going on, and it's on its 11th goddamn season. But what makes its fans so bad? For starters, the creator of the show has been accused of some things.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Before I get into the crazy shit, I want to preface this by saying, yes, there are normal fans in every single fan base, but I'm not here to talk about the normal people. I'm here to talk about the crazy people. With that said, these people are some freaks. The basic premise of the show is that it's just a ginormous family. It has 10 daughters, 1 son, with the son being the main character. I forgot his name, and I didn't put it in the script, so editing me will slap it on screen. And you may be thinking, what could people possibly make with such an innocent show concept like that? Every possible bad thing you can think of. I'm talking Island Boys level of fan fiction, which is just insane to me. We're talking pedo degeneracy. They ship characters, which I think shipping is I just hate shipping no matter what the show is. But what's bad with this is that most of the characters in the show that they ship are related and children. It just makes it 10 times weirder. And from what I've seen, on top of being ditties in the making, they're just annoying. They start spazzing out if you think another show is better. But realistically, the thing that people have problems with is it's crazy, insane people who are making fan art of the characters and who are shipping the characters. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really want to talk about Loud House anymore. Shit's kind of disgusting. The guy who left the comment, you were right. Thanks for trying to save me, and I should have listened. But moving on to the next fan base, and that's none other than the Five Nights at Freddy's fans. If you somehow haven't heard of, I'm calling it FNAF, I say Five Nights at Freddy's a lot, so we're shortening it down. It's a game that came out in August of 2014 and was made by Scott Cawthon. Yeah, and I can easily say that you guys are some of the worst fan bases I have ever known. The closest I've gotten to playing Five Nights at Freddy's is the Roblox version of the game, which I actually made a video on. It's like my second ever video that I made. It's shit, don't go watch it. And the funny thing about Five Nights at Freddy's is that I know someone who's actually a mentally unstable fan. At my old middle school, there was this kid who was obsessed with FNAF. He had a YouTube channel and he would do puppet shows. You know, it's kind of weird, kind of cringy, but it's not that bad. He would tell like a bunch of girls in my class about the game and all the lore, and yes, again, there's nothing wrong with that, but he would think, since they did the bare minimum of responding, he would think that they literally loved him, which they didn't. And if they would reject him, because he would literally ask them out, he would, I swear to God, change his name to their name. He would get mad at you if you didn't acknowledge him as their name. There was also one time in class where he was talking to me and some kid, and then he started talking to me about Five Nights at Freddy's, and the kid just said he didn't like it. Context, the kid who said he didn't like FNAF was black, and the FNAF penis gobbler proceeded to call this kid the N-word in the middle of class, which is just so crazy. On top of that, they're just cringe, dude. I don't know. They're just a humongous weird fan base, you know. There's your crazy fan art. Like FNAF fans are the type of people to literally kill a Chuck E. Cheese worker to try and react the freaking shit-ass lore of the game. That's enough for them, and moving on to Sonic. Sonic, if you don't know, is a massive IP that was first released in June of 1991. And since then, there has been multiple games, shows, and now even, I think, the 3 Sonic movies, or maybe even 4. I don't know. There's a lot of Sonic movies at this point that have come out. But Sonic fans are something different, and not in a good way. Sonic fans are like if you gave the worst of Nintendo fans crack, and then they were addicted to furry porn. That is what I think of Sonic fans. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse here. Pause. Realistically, they're not any worse or any better than any other fan base in this video. Maybe they seem to be worse than other fans just based on the size of that community, like compared to Loud House, which I don't think is a super large fan base, or at least compared to like Sonic. So there's just going to be more weirdos since there's just more people who follow them. For example, Chris Chan, who is like the worst of the worst example of Sonic fans. And do not expect me to go into this dude's lore. This guy is like a disgusting freak. If you want to go scar yourself, you are welcome to. You can't put that shit on me if I just put it in. And you know, that's it for them. Yeah. And last but definitely not least, Steven Universe fans. Before I need to talk on the fans, I need to say a quick thing about the show. Steven Universe is ass. Have I ever watched the show? No. Do I need to watch the show to know that it's ass? Also no. But people dick ride the hell out of the show just a little too much, to the point where some artist literally drew a character a little too skinny, and she got bullied into trying to die. And of course, you know, there's a sick and twisted people who make their own relationships and other stuff, which is again sad to say because I am 99% sure that Steven is a child.
What the fuck?
But does that stop them? Of course not. And I honestly do think out of any of the fan bases in this video to lose their minds over me speaking facts, they're not facts, it would be the Steven Universe fan base. But let's be honest, every single goddamn fan base that exists is gonna have people that suck ass. I like One Piece. That's like my main thing right now that I would say that I mainly watch and look into. One Piece fans can suck. Just like any anime, just like any show, just like anything, they can suck. I hate their dog shit theories. I hate when they complain about what Oda, the writer of One Piece, chooses to do. I hate the fan ships, the classic just bullshit. So I'll end the video on this positive note. Like what you like, don't be weird about it. And I do hope you all enjoyed. I probably broke the mic.